Welcome, everyone, to the final session of day two of Wakelet Community Week 2024. And this session is a really interesting one with our partners, our partner sponsors from ClassLink. So we've got Andrew and Clay who are going to join us momentarily to talk about the teacher time saver and how ClassLink can really streamline the digital classroom. So really excited to see what they're going to share. But before we get started today, I just want to make sure you are reminded that we will share out that session link with all of your resources and all of the materials, as well as that certificate link later on towards the end of this session. Also, keep in mind that all sessions all week long, if you may have missed one, if something came up, you can catch all of those sessions available on our YouTube channel all week long, as well as throughout the year. So feel free to go back and watch these whenever needed. And feel free to share out any thoughts and takeaways using the hashtag Wakelet Community Week. Keep in mind, every post, every tweet, every share is an entry into winning some really awesome Wakelet Community Week swag and prizes. So without further ado, I am going to bring up Andrew and Clay to the screen. How's it going, gentlemen?
Very good. Thank you, Ryan. And thank you for such an amazing welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Happy to have you both here today to share all about ClassLink. So I will turn it over to you, and I'll be ready to help with everything else that you need.
No worries. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or like me, good evening, everyone. I'm based here in the UK, work for ClassLink, and today with Clay, we're going to be diving into how ClassLink can revolutionize your digital classroom, saving you valuable time, and of course streamlining your workflow. So as you can see, the title says what we're going to be talking about today, and we're going to be talking about the challenges of managing in a digital classroom, the frustration, the time that you consume, and ultimately how we can make that rewarding for everybody. So the presentation is going to follow along the following lines. At one point, we're going to dive into a live demonstration, but I'm trying to keep this light and airy and ultimately trying to make it easy to digest for you all. And then towards the end, you can also see we're going to hear from Clay, who works in the school, and he'll tell you all about how real world examples, if you like, of how ClassLink has transformed what they do in that school. So, let's talk about the digital problem. We've got the problem, if we want to lay it out. Teachers and students face challenges around an overwhelming number of applications, passwords to remember, lots of time wasted in class or at home. It's chaos. We need to find a solution, and we believe that's ClassLink for streamlining all that you try to do so you can deliver your curriculum and your lesson plans so students can achieve. I'm going to be diving into what ClassLink means if ClassLink was a superhero. I'll share some powers, some capabilities that we have, all to make your life simple. And in relation to simplicity, we'll look at how that actual fits together with the quick cards. And then obviously we'll go into the success stories at the end to basically dive deeper into what ClassLink can actually do in a real world environment. So when I was trying to think about how ClassLink solves classroom chaos or digital classroom chaos, I wanted to come up with an analogy without going into lots of detail about ClassLink itself. So I came up with a toast and the toaster. And basically, I think managing a digital classroom can be likened to making toast. And as you can see in this example, the toast is burnt. So it may seem simple, it's simple enough at first glance, but it requires constant attention to get it just right. Just like you can't leave bread unattended in a toaster for fear of those bad results, you can't leave your students unattended in the digital world. Just one moment of distraction can lead to burnt toast, or in the case of your classroom, a student could be lost in a sea of different tabs to trying to find the way through. They could be struggling to log into different tools. They could fall behind in their coursework, become despondent, or worse still, wander off into unsafe corners of the internet. The other thing about making toast is that you require the right tools. A good toaster ensures heat and timing, just like ClassLink provides a seamless login experience and easy access to the right resources. And finally, in the toaster analogy, you can adjust the toaster settings for different types of bread. We all know one size doesn't fit all, and that's certainly the case when we're looking at digital learning and the digital learning environment for individual students, classes, staff, teachers, and even parents. So the next time you're wrangling with logins, you're having to ring your IT support desk to try and get someone logged in. Remember, it's all a bit like making toast. You need the right tools, you need the right amount of attention, and obviously a little bit of expertise and finesse to get it perfect. So that's basically some of the classroom chaos that we see. So if that rings familiar with you and you're sick and tired of password resets, problems logging in, phone calls to your support desk, then perhaps there's an area there we can talk about when we move on to the live demonstration. So we spoke about ClassLink being a digital classroom superhero, and all superheroes have got special powers. And I think ClassLink has got a number of those superpowers to help you guys in schools, whether you're a tech coach, whether you're a teacher, a student, etc. So I'm going to just outline a few of the superhero powers and abilities that ClassLink the superhero has. So their first power is one-click wonder. With a single click, ClassLink instantly grabs students, teachers, secure access to any educational app or website, eliminating login hassles and saving you precious time. That's their first power. The next one is how they see things. They have roster vision. With X-ray vision, ClassLink allows you to see any provisioning or rostering complications. It fixes those errors, and it ensures every user in your school has access to the right tools in the right classroom always. So that roster vision is vital. No more, oh, we haven't logged you in for this, we haven't created an account for this. ClassLink will do all of that for you in superhero mode. Okay, another key attribute of our superhero is a data defender. We have a variety of different tools built into ClassLink, which gives our superhero an uncanny ability to detect and thwart cyber threats, protecting student data, protecting sensitive student data, I should add, from malicious actors. And the final superhero power I'm going to talk about today is tech telepathy. Sounds complicated, but basically ClassLink works on any digital device with any digital tool or platform that you want your users to access, no matter where they're accessing it from, on what device. So long as it's got internet access, you can ensure no student is ever left behind in the vast landscape of online learning. Now, all superheroes, as you can see from the photo that I'm showing you there, have got some kind of amazing costume. You can imagine ClassLink wearing anything. But one thing that ClassLink does come with, and this is something we are going to touch upon on Friday's demonstration. We've got another session on Friday, is analytics. Our superhero has a belt that gives them real-time data, a mini display that gives them real-time data on student engagement. So if you're looking for a superhero with a mission to make learning seamless, secure, and enjoyable for all students, ClassLink superhero works tirelessly to bridge that digital divide, ensuring every child has equal access to the tools and resources they need to succeed. And of course, the catchphrase, more time learning, less time logging in. So ClassLink can be a superhero in your world, saves you stress, makes life easy, and does all the back office things that you want it to do. And as you can see, I always believe a presentation should have some form of quote, and I'm not going to go without putting one in. So whilst Leonardo da Vinci in this particular case may not have been envisaging digital classrooms, I wonder if he would have seen the profound relevance of this principle in today's educational landscape. In an era where technology adds layers of complexity, ClassLink is that beacon of simplicity. With just one click, we dissolve the barrier of multiple logins. We transform your digital classroom into an enhanced area of simplicity. And that's what we bring to education. Simply by simplifying access and streamlining workflows, we create a secure and personalized learning environment where you can truly focus on creativity, critical thinking, and your genuine love for learning. So let's embrace that simplicity that Da Vinci celebrated and discover how we can revolutionize your teaching experience one click at a time. So I'm going to show you now quick card login, and I want you to picture what goes on in your school at the moment. You may have a student struggling to remember their login credentials, getting frustrated and losing precious learning time. You may have a student with special educational needs who can't access their assistive technology. You probably got families at home who are trying to help their students in their homework and struggling to complete a digital assignment whilst navigating the multiple platforms that they're trying to get access to. Well, if these sound familiar, the common pain points that I see from a ClassLink perspective in schools all around the world. But there is a simple and effective solution, and the quick card that I'm showing you on the screen could be your game changer for students, especially young students. No more complicated remembering complex passwords. They just scan the QR code and they're in. SEN students can bypass the need for fine motor skills by just having that QR code, providing equitable access to learning. And anyone can access their digital resources from anywhere with an internet connection, as I said earlier, at home, on the bus, or even in the local coffee shop. So how does that help you as teachers? Well, you'll have less time wasted and more instructional time. No more resetting passwords or dealing with login issues. All your users will have seamless access to the resources that they need, and you can focus on what you do best, which is inspiring and educating our students today. And the quick card support that we offer gives all users access to their personalized Launchpad experience wherever they are, supporting independent learning both in the classroom and beyond. And what I'm going to show you now is a live demonstration of what that actually looks like in real time. So without further ado, I'm going to come over to my live demonstration. I'm going to click on sign in with QR code, and if this works, if my camera is allowing me, I simply hold up the QR code to the screen, and it's on that camera over there, and it logs the user in. You have the ability, if you want, to be able to add a layer of multi-factor authentication for users, making your life exceptionally simple. So a user need not have a separate device, although you can configure it to have Google or Microsoft authenticators. But even for the youngest users in the school, they can just pick an image. Once they log in to ClassLink, they will have the ability to be able to see all of their digital resources in one learning environment. And at the moment, I seem to be having some technical difficulties with the screen. So just let me try that again. ClassLink, I'm going to log in with Google just to show you what happens as well. But on this particular instance, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to flip over to Clay, who's got a demo platform ready already. And I'm going to ask Clay if you can talk about your real world examples and show that how the Launchpad all fits together. And you're on.
All right. Yeah. I'm getting ready to share my screen with you real quick. So thank you so much for being here today. One of the things that I wanted to say about the quick card that I find really interesting and really cool is if that quick card gets lost, the teachers through our My Classes application, which I'm going to show you very quickly here, you can print a brand new quick card. The old quick card that got lost is no longer usable. Well, that is a security measure that is really great for your younger students, even for your older students. So if a quick card gets lost, no one else can use their quick card because you've created a new one. That new quick card takes precedence. So that's a security thing that I think is really important. So if you take a look at my screen right now, I am a ClassLink trainer. I do Launchpad ClassLink trainings, but I also work with Volusia County Schools, and I live in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and we are an early adopter of ClassLink. Actually, one of the great things about ClassLink is it makes life so much easier for us. When I log in, I don't have to worry about anything else. I know that single sign-ons are going to work. I know that my password locker is going to work, and I'll talk about password locker here in just a second. But if you see my screen right now, if I click on the little life support at the bottom. ClassLink does this for all the cool things, summer, fall, winter. They change it all the time. But one of the things that I really love is the fact that I can customize my ClassLink Launchpad how I want it to be. So if I want to move applications around, I can move those applications around, and I can put applications wherever I want it to go. The other good thing about this is your students can do the same exact thing. They can customize their Launchpads to work for them. So you don't have to do anything where they don't have the ability to see backdoor stuff like teacher applications or things like that, but they do have the ability to take the applications that are on their screen and manipulate them and put them into folders, giving them the ability to customize the screen to work for them. And it really does make it easier for them because they can find them very, very quickly. So if you look, I have a couple of things on my screen right now. My district is incredible. Volusia County Schools is an early adopter of ClassLink, and one of the things that I love about them is they make sure that we have everything we need to have right in front of us at all times. And that makes life so much easier for me. When I log in the morning, I have two things that pop up every morning. Well, I have three things. The first thing is my Canvas page. My Canvas page auto launches so that I don't have to go looking for it. Every day when I log into my V portal, which is Launchpad, this will automatically pop up. The second thing that automatically pops up is our Minga app, which is a hall pass app that we've started using this year. And then finally, the third thing that pops up is my Focus, which is my student information system application. I've taken that off the screen, but that pops up as well. So I don't have to go looking for attendance. I don't have to go looking for gradebook. I don't have to go looking for my Canvas page. I know exactly where they are going to be. They're going to open up for me right away, easy, quick and easy to find, easy to work on. So we talked about the moving, the ease of movement. Here's what I love though. I can curate my Launchpad to meet my needs. So as I said, my district creates folders that have important information in here. So if I go over to my digital curriculum in the state of Florida, every one of our textbooks has to have a digital textbook along with it. So any of my students click on the digital curriculum, they're going to find their textbook. They can click on HMH, I teach English Language Arts. That's where it's going to be. Quick, easy. They know exactly where to find it. Here's what I can tell you. I have 2 3rd graders going into 4th grade, and I have 2 5th graders going into 6th grade. They know how to get to Launchpad. They know how to use it. They use it almost better than some of my kids do. So some of my students in high school do. So as you're looking at Launchpad, what I want you to see is it's designed to make your life easier. So we have 2 different types of sign-ons. Andrew kind of talked about it before. We have what we call our single sign-on, which is our federated applications, where if you just select any of my applications, it's going to log you in. And it will bypass the login. It will go straight to it. So if I log into Quizzes, Quizzes is automatically going to bypass because it is a single sign-up application for Volusia County Schools. So now all of a sudden, my Quizzes applications have popped up. I can create a quiz. I can do whatever I want from here. But let's say my district doesn't have a single sign-on. Well, that's okay. Maybe I've purchased an application and I put it in here because I have the ability to bring applications in here through Launchpad. Well, let's say with Common Lit. Common Lit is not a single sign-on for Volusia County Schools, but it is what we use as our password locker. So the first time that I log in, it's going to ask me for a username and password. Now, every time after that, you're going to see Making the Magic Happen. Once I log in the first time, I never have to log in again. It will automatically log me straight through. Now, my Common Lit's having a problem right now because it's at the end of the school year, they have now changed up some logins for us. And when I change my login, I can go in and do that, and it will automatically update that. It will bypass all that information. Launchpad is incredible to make it easy for you. Elementary teachers, I know when you're using quick cards, that is going to be a game changer. because you're not having to walk around and tell your kids, okay, here's your access, here's your login, here's your password, and you know they're going to forget that. I teach high school. I have kids who forget theirs. So this is a great way for you with QR codes, plus with logins to make this beneficial and helpful for you. Last thing I'm going to show you, Andrew, is My Classes. My Classes is the backpack that is located on my screen. When it opens up, this is the backside for analytics for the teachers. And when I look at this, if I click on any of my classes and it's going to pop up, I have the ability to create announcements for my students. I can create a discussion post if I want to. I can go here and look at their logins and their activities, and I can see how many times these students have logged in. I can go previous week, current weeks. I see that they've logged in certain number of times. If I go here to activities, I can see what applications they are using. So I'm going to go ahead and customize this because we are in June. Let's do March. And if you notice right here, I can go down here and I can select this green tab, and it opens up and it tells me exactly how long my students were in these applications. This is a game changer for your teachers. If they are using applications where there may be a backdoor to it, so if you're using Edgenuity, some students know to go to the Edgenuity website. We have Edgenuity in Launchpad. If they select that, it will register here that this student logged into Edgenuity, and how long they stayed on it and what they were doing. And that's what I love about this. It tells me 23 minutes and 23 seconds they were in a quizzes. That's awesome. I know to the second how much time these students are spending in each of the applications. So Andrew, one of the things I love about ClassLink is ease of use, the ability to curate my applications and put them where they need to be, and then the ability for my students to be able to move around those applications to fit their needs. It gives them the idea, not only the idea, but it gives them control over what they want to see when they open up Launchpad.
Right. Thank you very much indeed for that, Clay. That was moving on us. So I'm going to share my screen now, and I'm going to just wait for it to share the screen. Share screen. Here we go. So let's just go back to the login screen where we've been. I just also want to just touch on a couple of things Clay said. We've spoke about how it helps your life as teachers. Obviously, the other side of the coin is ClassLink isn't just for students. It's for students, it's for your staff, it's for your teaching staff, it's for leaders, governors, anyone connected with the school. And I think a very important section that is often overlooked is we also give all parents a platform for them to be able to log in. And you can add as a school all the resources you want parents to access in one simple location. So from our perspective, the ability to be able to engage with everybody, no matter who they are in your school, with the same technology, children transitioning from one school to another, if they're using the same technology, makes life simple. It moves with them, it's completely personalized, and it's unique in what we actually offer. And I think all of the analytics that we've spoke about today, that's really the front end of what we're going to show you on Friday, which I want to lead into, which is our detailed analytics that helps leaders choose the right educational tools to be able to measure engagement and ultimately be able to make data-driven decisions in real time using ClassLink. So there is a link on the screen, and this is going to be shared by the team at Wakelet, who we want to say a big thank you to for inviting us to speak today. They're going to share this with you, but there's a QR code on there. If you have any opportunity, please book a demonstration with us. We'd be delighted to show you more about how ClassLink can work in your environment and solve some of your problems. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Clay for joining me today and talking about the issues that ClassLink is solving in their school. And above all, I'd like to thank you guys for staying with us so late for some of you, and just for joining us as part of the Wakelet community. So big thank you. And I'm going to hand back to Ryan now, if you're still with us.
I'm always here. Don't worry. Great job, both of you. I really can't stress enough just how great and wonderful that partnership is between Wakelet and ClassLink. It's one of those things that really helps. I've been trying to mention in the comments just how seamless it is, not just the analytics, not just that SSO option, to quick logins for students, but it allows us here at Wakelet with our Education Pro accounts for the students to have that instantaneous rollover from year after year. Districts don't have to think about it, right? If these portfolios are following students and they're safe and secure accounts, once that ClassLink rollover hits, their classes and rostering is ready to go. And it's one less hassle, I think, for tech directors, district admins. They don't have to think about it, and it's trusted. It's one of those great resources. So super excited to have you both here sharing that, and having you as a partner spotlight for this week.
No problem. Thank you ever so much. And if anyone's got any questions, fire them in the chat, and I'm sure Ryan and the team will make sure we get back to you with an answer.
Yeah, the only question I saw was how do they become, working with ClassLink, and that was just saying we wanted to know how to, get involved with ClassLink.
If they want to get involved with ClassLink, obviously we've got a website, www.classlink.com. Have a look on there. There's also, as I shared with you earlier, there is a link on this particular slide for you to be able to read that QR code. I'm on LinkedIn. Look for any of our team on LinkedIn at ClassLink. You'll find lots of us on there. Reach out to any of us. And if you're still struggling, I'm sure Jamie and the team at Wakelet will be delighted to forward any inquiry you've got our way too. So the other way is EdTech events. We're at ISTE. I think you can also see we've got an event coming up behind me and Clay. Clon, ask us about that. We'd be delighted to share more information about anything we do, but we're all about improving your lives in education.
Right, and you've got a plug for the session on Friday too, right? What's that one going to be about?
That one's all about the analytical side of what we do and how we can use that data to make great decisions, basically, and save money, understand engagement, and just ultimately bring everything together. That single sign-on experience with the analytics, really powerful.
We got a question just coming in from Cheryl. They're asking, does ClassLink have to be paid for by school districts?
It does, yeah. ClassLink is a paid-for service, and we'd be happy to discuss with you any questions, concerns, or issues you've got around that.
Perfect answer. Yeah, reach out directly to the ClassLink team. If you can't find them, come to us at Wakelet. We can always put you in touch with the right people. I know I just recorded something with Jamie a couple of days ago as well, so we're happy to get you in touch with however we need to work with our partners here at ClassLink.
No problem. Okay.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to go through the rest of our stuff, and thank you both for being here. So have a great time, and thanks for a great session today.
No worries. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, Clay. Take care.
Thank you again for joining us for day 2. This wraps up day 2 of Wakelet Community Week. Really powerful day. It's been a long day, but lots of powerful sessions, lots of use cases, just so much power out there in the Wakelet community. And it all continues tomorrow with our 12-hour live stream starting tomorrow. So please make sure you check for the starting times for where that will be. We'll be back here on YouTube ready to go all day tomorrow with that. Continue to tweet out your thoughts and takeaways using that hashtag Wakelet Community Week. Again, every post and every entry is an entry to win some incredible Wakelet swag, as well as some prizes and gifts. And continue to fill out that form and certificate link to get your resources and materials. Without further ado, I'm happy to say day 2 is done, and I look forward to seeing everybody on tomorrow for the 12-hour live stream. Take care and bye.